Imagine this. A new video game is announced, and within just a year or two, it's on store shelves, ready to delight millions of players worldwide. The game isn't just a hit. It's a phenomenon, praised for its creativity, polish, and sheer fun. Behind the scenes, the game was developed with a fraction of the budget and in a shorter time frame than its blockbuster competitors. This is the power of efficiency, and it's a strategy that Nintendo has mastered. In an industry where development costs and timelines can spiral out of control, Nintendo's efficient approach has allowed them to consistently produce successful games while keeping costs low and release schedules tight. Let's explore how Nintendo's efficiency-driven model has become the cornerstone of their success. In the modern gaming industry, the stakes are higher than ever. With the rise of high-definition graphics, expansive open worlds, and cinematic storytelling, the cost and time required to develop a AAA game have skyrocketed. It's not uncommon for major titles to have budgets exceeding $100 million and development cycles that stretch over 5 to 7 years. While these games can be visual and technical marvels, they come with significant risks. A single flop can be financially devastating, and even successful games may struggle to recoup their enormous development costs. Nintendo, however, has charted a different course. Rather than chasing the trend of bigger, more expensive games, Nintendo has focused on a development model that prioritizes efficiency. This approach has allowed them to consistently produce high-quality games at a fraction of the cost and in a shorter time frame than many of their competitors. But how exactly do they do it? One of the key strategies behind Nintendo's efficiency is their focus on reusing assets and development tools across multiple projects. Instead of building everything from scratch for each new game, Nintendo often repurposes existing assets, such as character models, animations, and game engines. This not only speeds up the development process, but also ensures a level of consistency and polish across their titles. For example, the new Super Mario Bros. Series has reused the same core gameplay engine across multiple entries, allowing Nintendo to release new games more frequently while maintaining a high level of quality. Similarly, games like Splatoon and ARMS share underlying technology and design principles, enabling the development teams to iterate quickly and efficiently. By building on a strong foundation of existing assets and tools, Nintendo can focus their efforts on refining gameplay mechanics, designing new levels, and introducing innovative features. This approach allows them to deliver games that feel fresh and exciting without the need for massive development budgets. Another aspect of Nintendo's efficiency is their commitment to iterative design. Rather than trying to reinvent the wheel with each new game, Nintendo often builds on established gameplay mechanics, refining and polishing them over time. This iterative approach allows them to deliver games that are both familiar and innovative, striking the perfect balance between continuity and novelty. Take the Mario Kart series, for instance. Each new entry in the franchise introduces new tracks, characters, and items, but the core gameplay remains consistent. By iterating on a well-established formula, Nintendo can focus on perfecting the details, ensuring that each game feels like a natural evolution of the series rather than a drastic departure. This not only streamlines development but also helps maintain a strong sense of identity for the franchise. This philosophy extends to other Nintendo franchises as well. The Legend of Zelda series, for example, has seen numerous iterations of its core gameplay mechanics, from the top-down exploration of the original games to the open-world design of Breath of the Wild. By refining and expanding on what works, Nintendo can deliver games that are both innovative and rooted in the legacy of their predecessors. Nintendo's efficiency doesn't come at the cost of creativity. In fact, it's often the opposite. By working within certain constraints, Nintendo's development teams are encouraged to think outside the box and find innovative solutions to challenges. This focused creativity has led to some of the most memorable and unique gaming experiences of the past few decades. For example, the Wii and Nintendo Switch consoles both introduced novel control schemes that required developers to rethink how games are played. Rather than simply following industry trends, Nintendo embraced these constraints and used them as opportunities to innovate. The result was a series of games that felt fresh and exciting, even as they adhered to a streamlined development process. Additionally, Nintendo's approach to hardware design often emphasizes simplicity and accessibility, which in turn influences their game development. By focusing on gameplay-first design and avoiding the need for cutting-edge graphics or complex systems, Nintendo can create games that are both engaging and efficient to produce. The efficiency of Nintendo's development model has paid off in spades. Despite operating on lower budgets and shorter timelines, Nintendo consistently produces games that are not only commercially successful, but also critically acclaimed. Titles like The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, and Animal Crossing. New Horizons have all been hailed as some of the best games of their respective generations, proving that efficiency doesn't have to come at the expense of quality. Moreover, Nintendo's ability to release games on a regular basis has helped them maintain a steady presence in the gaming market. While other companies may release a handful of blockbuster titles every few years, Nintendo's consistent output ensures that they remain relevant and top of mind for gamers around the world. This approach has also allowed Nintendo to build a strong multi-generational fan base. By regularly releasing games that appeal to both new and returning players, Nintendo has created a legacy that spans decades, with characters and franchises that are recognized and loved by people of all ages. In an industry where bigger is often seen as better, Nintendo's success is a testament to the power of efficiency. By reusing assets, iterating on proven gameplay mechanics, and embracing creative constraints, Nintendo has managed to consistently produce high-quality games at a lower cost and faster pace than many of their competitors. This efficiency-driven model has not only allowed them to thrive in a competitive market, but also to build a legacy that will endure for generations to come. As the gaming industry continues to evolve, other developers and publishers could learn valuable lessons from Nintendo's approach. In a world where development costs are skyrocketing and timelines are stretching longer and longer, efficiency may well be the key to long-term success. For Nintendo, it's a strategy that has served them well, proving that when it comes to making great games, sometimes less really is more. If you found this insight into Nintendo's development model intriguing, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth explorations of the gaming industry's biggest players. Let's continue the conversation on how efficiency can be a game changer in today's competitive market.